It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 24th of May. I'm Michael Groff. The weather remains warm and dry, but seasonably so for the next few days, and then a warming trend by the end of the Memorial Day weekend and into much of next week. Temperatures could get pretty toasty around here. Let's find out just how warm it gets, and we'll take a peek at the tropics while we're at it as well. First, we'll look at the almanac from yesterday. 95 degrees, the high in the valley after a morning low of 70. That's where we've been for the last few days, more or less. And that's not too far off from where we should be for this time of year. Outside right now, here just before 5 a.m. in the valley, mostly clear skies to start this day. 73 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 34, humidity 24%. Light winds, and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around south central Arizona and here in the metro this morning. 62, the cool spot at Buckeye. Most of us, 60s and low 70s. Water vapor satellite view. A dry weather pattern, that's for sure, with troughing off the west coast, ridging to our east. A dry west and southwesterly flow aloft around here. Taking a look at the watch warning map, fire weather watches across much of northern Arizona. If you're thinking about camping this holiday weekend up north, forget about it. Too many fire restrictions there. Elsewhere across the country, we've got an air quality alert for the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Flash flood watches beginning to pop up across the southeast U.S. in anticipation of a developing tropical system. Could be an extremely wet weekend down there. Birmingham, Tuscaloosa already under those flash flood watches. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms around Garden City, Kansas, heading into parts of Nebraska, as well as up around Grand Forks and Fargo, North Dakota, over toward Crookston, Bemidji, Thief River Falls, Minnesota, with a marginal risk for many of the adjacent states. Taking a look at the tropics, a wave is sitting over the western Caribbean. We've been talking about this for the last couple of days. Expected to drift north into the Gulf of Mexico. Conditions are favorable, at least for some development with this. The NHC is putting an 80% chance of this developing into a tropical storm. So anybody from New Orleans over toward Mobile, Destin, Fort Walton Beach, Tampa Bay, you're definitely going to want to keep an eye on this system as it continues. Don't expect it to become a hurricane, but certainly could become a tropical storm. All right, we could sure use some tropical storm-type rains around here. Not going to happen, though. Rainfall for the next 7 days, forget it. Nothing in the valley, nothing statewide. Our dry weather pattern continues. We detail that now as we get to the models and have a look at it. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We've got an upper low off the California coast, ridging over the interior west to our east. So a dry southwest flow between those systems down at the surface. Mostly sunny skies today and pretty much the same as we've seen for the last several days. Highs in the mid-90s. Tonight, clear, a dry air mass. Lows in the 60s and low 70s. And then tomorrow, again, mostly sunny. High temperatures mid and upper 90s. A few showers and storms over the Sierra and the Great Basin as that low begins to move onshore. Saturday, we stay dry, mostly sunny, maybe a bit breezy at times. High temperatures anywhere from 96 to 99. You see, there's our developing tropical system well off the Florida Gulf Coast, and that is moving off to the north-northwest at that point. So some big rains for the southeast. Sunday, mostly sunny here in the valley. Highs again, mid to upper 90s, and our tropical system is now approaching, well, if this is right, it's near the Florida coast, somewhere southwest of Fort Walton Beach, near Destin, Florida. The European, at the same time, Sunday evening's got this system just south of Mobile, Alabama, and it's a little bit weaker. But either way, looks like a pretty wet weekend for the southeast U.S. Boy, I wish we could get some of that rain over in our part of the country. Monday, mostly sunny, maybe a few high clouds, high temperatures, still somewhere in the mid and upper 90s. Tuesday, we're right around 100 degrees with mostly sunny skies. Wednesday could be anywhere from the upper 90s to 102 as ridging is really starting to build into our east and will begin to influence the southwest. Here's a week from today. This is Thursday, the 31st of May. You see the 594 heat ring starting to develop there as the GFS gets very aggressive at building a strong ridge over the Rio Grande Valley. High temperatures continue to climb here, 102 to 105. Here's Friday, the 1st of June, the start of meteorological summer. There's certainly some models spread out here, but the GFS continues an incredibly aggressive ridge. 597 heat circle there now starting to form near El Paso. And then this is the end of the forecast period, Saturday, the 2nd of June, the 594 contour right on top of us here in the valley. A 597 heat circle now over West Texas. That's a really strong ridge, anomalously so. We'd be baking if this is right. High temperatures could be up around 110 degrees here in the valley. Now, there's a lot of models spread out here. Don't think it's going to get quite that hot, but this is a situation we'll have to watch, obviously, this time of year. You know, those big heat waves can start even in late May and early June. Let's check the temperatures coming off the GFS ensemble through the period. And indeed, the ensemble does show something of a warm-up coming in here as we get toward the end of the month. And starting off the month of June, high temperatures 104 to 107, lows mainly in the 70s. And those 80-degree lows start showing up before too long. You know how that works. That's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have yourselves a terrific Thursday.